morning. We're getting ready to open her show, Adornments for the Soul, which will be on display. All your beautiful jewelry will be on display as of January 31st at Wild Hearts Gallery in Placitas, right?
Right.
And I came in and I said, can I wear this piece? And if you could talk a little bit about it, because I was surprised you had lots to say.
Yeah, that's a little piece of scrap metal, actually, I played with. And I had, as you can see, I have lots of scrap, because when you're making a piece, you have leftovers. So I was laying them down on my table. This is my audition table. What am I going to do? And that kind of came to mind that if I textured the middle and added the triangles, and then I made some little earrings to go with it, that could be very pleasing on just plain silver. I really was going to hang it on garnet, but I can't find that right shade of garnet. All my garnet's a little purple, so I thought silver looked great, and it really shows it off.
It's gorgeous. I love
Glad
this
you
piece.
like it, yeah.
What happens when you make a piece and you just are crazy about it and you have to let it go? Is that kind of like letting your kid?
It used to be worse, but I've gotten over it a little bit. It's really exciting to walk in or have somebody walk in, particularly like at one of the gallery shows at the library, and they're wearing one of my pieces. And they didn't know me and I didn't know them, but we've got that connection. And it's really fun to see them being worn in public. I like that.
Your jewelry sends a message, and I think that's part of the title of your show, Adornments for the Soul. So can you talk a little bit what it feels like when you're working?
Well, I generally start with a stone, and I collect them all over. We've got a couple stone cutters in town that will cut for me. The school I go to, the gentleman cuts stones for me. He knows that I don't really like just plain ovals and rounds, so he recently just cut me a little bird, and I'm going to play with that. Maybe I can make a nest for it to sit in. But I start with a stone, and like I said, I audition them out here, and as I'm working, I keep looking at them. Now, what can I do? How can I blend beads with it, because I like playing with beads, and what colors go together, because I like to do multiple stones on my jewelry. I find a stone that I can't get out of my mind, and often I'll get up in nighttime, early in the morning, and draw them. I've got a sketchbook, and I sketch out what I want, which is important because you have to have some idea of what you're going to make, because you've got this big piece of silver, and you certainly don't want to solder this on there because this acts as a heat sink. So you want to get what you're going to make as close to the size you think you're going to use right away, and then you solder it together, and then you start putting together your design. You had something in mind, so then you start looking at it, but then you'll dig through your stash and you'll find an extra stone that looks good with it, and well, maybe I'll dangle a stone.
Can you talk a little bit about these pieces behind us?
This is a beautiful piece of Chinese writing stone, and they occur in nature like this. They're named for that because they do look like Chinese writing. And this is a piece my stone cutter cut for me that I started with a slab about this big, and I found the part I wanted, and I drew around it, and he cuts it.
And all these it's like a roped bow.
Right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
exactly. I wanted an Asian influence with this. Then finding something to put it on became a real chore. I had to look and look, and finally I remembered years ago I bought these gray-green pearls, and I have a box full of pearls. I dug them out, and I thought, that's perfect, that's what I want. And you audition the pieces that you hang them from, too, to see just exactly what you want.
I love that you call this your audition place.
It's what it is.
And so here are all the pieces of silver waiting to be used, some of the pieces of the stone, and you just live with them for a while.
I do.
Is that
You
right?
have to. Yeah, some of these have sat out on the bench for a couple of weeks, and you got to get a vision, draw it. I found this little Starburst piece recently. I did not make that, but I bought it, and I thought, what if I cut that in half and soldered it on the back? That would really look cool with this Chinese turquoise.
What if I cut that in half? You are amazing.
Well, you got
need to come and see the show. It's good. The pieces are gorgeous.
Thank you.
And they're going to have a big reception for you on February 11th, right?
Right. Mm-hmm. Please come.
Wild Hearts Gallery. We'll see you there.